Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I am putting together this garden box privacy screen combo. I have been wanting to get my hands on one of these for a while now. I am a vertical gardener through and through. I switched a few years ago and I just won't go back because I am backyard homesteading in a small space. It's important that I utilize each garden box for multiple functions. So I am going to place this in a spot in my yard where I need a little bit of privacy, but I also need it to look nice and function. So it has a deep garden bed, as you can see in the photo here, and it comes with all the pieces neatly packaged, and the instructions were very easy to follow. I put this together by myself in 2 days. I had, of course, a few little helpers all around, but it comes with all the tools you need to put everything together. And again, the instructions were clear, which is something that's really important. So I did want something that would match the house, and this matte black really does do that for us. I love this industrial, like modern take this home has. If you're new here, we moved in about a year ago, and I've been thinking of ways to make it homey, but keep that coziness and also honor the design, because someone did design this home to look the way it looks. So I'm just trying to bring it all together, and what a perfect way but to add a garden box. So I'm excited. I have several ideas as to what is going to go in here. There is proper drainage on the bottom of these, and this can have wheels so you can move this around. This would look beautiful in, a front yard that had just a little bit more room to move around on wheels. But I think I am going to start things out with some of my favorite Thunderbergia. If you remember last year, I had that in my little snap pea TP, which is a mouthful, but it was just so gorgeous. So I thought it would look really nice if I just took some of my orange buckets that I have, my orange planter buckets that I have resting on my chicken coop right now, and just place those in the slots, and then maybe even put in some herbs here and there. I love that idea, and I think it will look really nice. And then on the bottom, the world's my oyster, you could even trellis sweet potatoes. This is such a deep box, and there are so many things you can do with it. I can't wait to show you the end result. It is day 2 of this build. I have a silent second and a beautiful day. So I'm coming on here to show you this mess, but no, I'm coming on here to show you the panels and kind of talk to you like this instead of a voiceover, but I'm going to bring this outside. I have my little wagon out there. I'm going to bring it outside and I will show you exactly where I plan to put this. I think it will serve this place well, and I'll show you the plan for all this. Alrighty, so I've been sitting here kind of pondering about what I want to do. This is actually what is that? A bird. Oh, thank goodness. I was pondering what I was going to do here, and I really think this is what's going to happen. And again, I'll insert a picture right here so you can see. I would like to move this chicken coop up, and then the gray little hen house where they lay eggs, I'm going to put that in the front, and I'm going to frame the front of this chicken coop with cedar panels. I'm going to paint them like a stained black so it kind of matches the trim of the house. So that will solve that problem, because honestly I think it looks like a wreck back here and it bothers me every time I drive past my house. So anyways, that will solve that problem. While that's being moved up, I've been counting the sun, and this area gets a consistent 8 to 10 hours maybe, but this area right here, I would say maybe 6 or 7, and that's a problem when you're growing food. So I feel like majority of the food growing needs to happen over here. Then the other problem we have are intruders in the coop area. So I was thinking we could put that garden box right here on the back, and then right here I'll put some more shallow garden boxes. And if you've been following me on the other channel, I have an excess crib that didn't work out, so I'm going to take that and use that as a trellis for those, if that makes sense. So that will give us 3 garden boxes over there, and then we'll still have these 3, and we'll be good. I know that's a lot of information. It's working in my head, and I'm trying to talk it out with you, but I'm such a visual learner, so yeah, I'll insert that photo one more time so you can get a visual. And that's the plan, Stan. We're gonna get this done. I'm excited. I think it'll be awesome. Still don't know where this guy's gonna go, but I'm excited to walk under it. And I'm taking any pointers that you may have. Maybe it does go right here, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me get this outside. I have a sleeping baby. Kids are playing, and I'm procrastinating, but I'm just trying to make exactly what I did last summer, and that is little systems of support that make this backyard homestead run smoothly, but also on a budget, and also utilizing items that we already have. So like utilizing that compost and making that compost pile a good place to go, if that makes sense, or like a good easy place to get to. And then the chicken feed, if it is raining, you know, it's not going to get wet. And I find that these little tiny things keep happening and they're totally preventable. So that's the goal. Finishing touch is to put these guys in. It did start raining, just my luck. I'm gonna let it raised up like that. You could hammer them in if you want, but this is how it came out. I'm loving the versatility of this. Again, I've said this, could be on wheels. I'm not going to attempt that just because of the gravel here, but I do like that. We don't really have a paved area that it would look nice on. Here are the wheels, so they just screw in there. And you're gonna put this washer on the other side. Pretty simple, pretty standard. Again, this drainage is key in beds like this. I have seen ones that have no drainage, and that just won't work out for a planter. But if you're choosing to use this for something different, I do like it's a double like privacy screen planter box combo. If you are choosing something different, like maybe putting all of your firewood in there and then maybe putting tools and whatnot, you know, like I said, it's super versatile, so you could do a lot with this. But honestly, I think this will look really good with like a minimal tree or whatnot. Maybe we'll even try and vine some sort of berry in there. I'm excited. I think this will look good, and by tree I meant more of like a shrubbery type of situation, not something with a deep root system obviously. But think about it like this too. I could double it up, and this could be a little area for a hot tub, which I've always wanted. I thought about that, or it could just be a little privacy area for food or whatnot. But I think it looks really good. I'm very excited. I think we're obviously going to move it from this area, but yes, it fits our house, matches our frame, matches our lighting and whatnot. So I do love how easy it was to put together, all with the baby sleeping and resting on me. I honestly think I don't say it enough, but I generally have a baby or two attached to me while doing these projects, and I don't say it as a flex. I say it because it's possible, it's doable. You know, as a stay-at-home mom, you can kind of get lost in it all, and if you have goals, this is just your sign to not give up on them. Even if, you know, you didn't have time to put the whole thing together in one day. You can come back to it, and that's the beauty of this frugal staying at home life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I love this. I love where it is. Again, it would look really nice as that privacy screen. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it because of its versatility.